Hello everyone, I am CA Monica Rathi. It's indeed a tough phase for all due to coronavirus pandemic, but it has brought about a few perks too. I would like to appreciate this initiative taken by CA Sanjay Goel for creating this platform, CA Ring of all talented CA during this period. I feel obliged to get such valuable knowledge on accounts and taxation on a click while abiding by the lockdown norms. It's time for all to utilize this period to enhance our knowledge and skills together. I am here today to discuss with you the various provisions related to TCS under GST. Before going to our main provisions, let's understand some terms under GST. What is electronic commerce and who is an e-commerce operator? Electronic commerce means buying and selling of goods over the internet. Electronic commerce means the supply of goods or services or both, including digital products over the digital or electronic network. Also, there are many e-commerce operators like Amazon, Flipkart, Jabong, etc. are operating in India. This e-commerce operator display various products as well as services of the other person on their portal. E-commerce operator are that person who directly or indirectly operates or manages an electronic platform that facilitates the supply of any goods and services. Nowadays we see that most of the manufacturers, wholesalers, traders are selling their products online over the internet. Most of the product as well as services which are listed on e-commerce portal are actually supplied by some other person. Every person who registered themselves or enlist their product on electronic platform provided by the e-commerce operator is the actual supplier or seller of the goods. Buyer of the goods and services is a person who places an order on online platform. In case of online transaction, the price consideration for the product and services is collected by the operator from the consumer. He collects that amount on behalf of the seller and pass that amount after deducting his commission. Commission is the income for the e-commerce operator. Now let's understand the TCS under GST. Government has placed the responsibility on the e-commerce operator to collect the tax at a rate of 1% from the supplier. The amount so collected by the e-commerce operator from the supplier is called as tax collection at source TCS. Now the question arises that on what amount this 1% TCS is to be calculated. The said amount will be calculated on the net value of the goods and services supplied through the portal of the operator. Net value of the taxable supplies means aggregate turnover reduced by the return supplies. Now let's understand whether you are liable to collect TCS under GST or not. Are you e-commerce operator providing electronic platform? Whether the suppliers are making taxable supplies through your electronic platform? If yes. Also the consideration for supplies is collected by you? If yes. Also services which is provided your electronic platform is not exempted services, then you are liable to collect TCS under GST. Now understand what is exempted services. These are passenger transport services, that is the services provided by Ola and Uber. Accommodation services, that is the provided by Oyo, room, etc. and housekeeping services. Let's understand the same through an example. Maru Eco Bags is a registered supplier on Amazon and is supplying eco-friendly products through Amazon. It has supply of 3 lakh for the month of Feb to the Shakti Sports, and in same month good return worth rupees 50,000. Now, who is e-commerce portal? Amazon. Who is supplier seller of the goods and services? Maru Eco Bags. Who will collect payment from the consumer? Shakti Sports. Amazon. Who is liable to deduct TCS? Amazon. What is the net value of the goods and services supplied? That is 2,50,000. 3 lakh minus 50,000. What is the amount of TCS under GST? 1% of the 2,50,000, that is 2,500. Now it is the duty of the Amazon to deposit the same to the government. Every electronic commerce operator has to obtain compulsory registration irrespective of the value of supply made by them. Every person supplying goods through an e-commerce operator shall be mandatorily required to register irrespective of the value of supply made by them. It means the e-commerce operator as well as supplier supplying goods or services to an operator need to compulsory register under CGST. The threshold limit is not applicable to them. Registration is not mandatory to suppliers only if they are providing exempted services on e-commerce platform. As per the law, e-commerce operator is required to obtain registration in every state and union territory in which supplier listed on their e-commerce platform are located. If they don't have physical presence in that state, they can provide their head office as a place of business and can obtain registration. E-commerce operator has to obtain separate registration for TCS irrespective of the fact whether e-commerce operator is already registered under GST as a supplier. In case of foreign e-commerce operator, they will be liable to collect TCS on supply and would be required to obtain registration in each state and union territory. Understand some due date and statement required to be furnished under TCS. Due date of depositing TCS. The amount of tax so collected by the operator is required to be deposited by the 10th of the following month, during which such collection is made. Monthly statement. Operator is required to furnish a monthly statement in form GSTR 8 by the 10th of the following month. Annual statement. Operator is also required to file an annual statement in prescribed form by the 31st December following the end of every financial year. At what time collection is to be done? TCS is to be collected once supply has been made through e-commerce operator, irrespective of the actual collection of the consideration. It means if you have done some supply in a October month and actual collection of the consideration is done in November month, then you have to deduct TCS in October month only. You will not wait for the actual collection of the consideration. TCS on exempt supplies and in reverse charge. TCS is not required to be collected on exempt supplies. TCS is also not required to be collected on supplies on which the recipient is required to pay tax on reverse charge basis. Composition taxpayer. Composition taxpayer cannot make supplies to e-commerce operator. Thus, TCS is not applicable on them. Payment of TCS through ITC. Payment of TCS is not allowed through input tax credit of e-commerce operator. They have to make payment of TCS by cash only. Claim of TCS. Tax collected by the e-commerce operator shall be credited to the cash ledger of the supplier who has supplied the goods and services through the operator. Supplier can claim credit of tax collected and reflected in the return by the operator in his electronic cash ledger. Matching of detail of supplies. The detail of the supplies, including the value of supplies submitted by every operator in this statement, will be matched with the detail of supplies submitted by such supplier in their return. If there is any discrepancy in the value of the supplies, the same would be communicated to both of them. If such discrepancy in value is not rectified within the given time, then such amount would be added to the output tax liability of such supplier. I end herewith the information I thought of sharing with all of you. I thank all of you for sharing your valuable time and hope this information is help to you. I wish all of you safe walk through this tough time. Stay home, stay safe. Together we can fight it out.